Hi everyone, Sharon here with Max Senior. I want to take you with me on my journey to see the solar eclipse. We left our home in Concord at about 3:30 on Sunday afternoon, and this trip was my husband's dream come true, and I just went along for the ride, really. But I'm so glad I let him talk me into it because it was an amazing adventure, and I'm glad I got to be there. We made record time. We didn't run into any of the gridlock that was expected by the media, especially when we got into Upper Nevada. Boy, their speed limit is 80 miles an hour, and I had to watch myself because there's no difference in the landscape. It's just desert. And so you can be lured into a false sense of security about the speed you're going. This is our navigation system showing that it's a clear road ahead and a straight road. Now here we are at the campsite, and I do need to tell you that my husband's vision was that we were going to drive up there and we were going to find a place to camp. We had our gear set up in our car, our inflatable bed that we were going to sleep in, but I thought he was nuts because I sort of believed the media that all the campgrounds had been full for weeks, if not months. But he found this Big Eddy campground on Google Earth. He saw the sign, and as we're driving along in the dark, he goes, "I think it's around here somewhere." And then he goes, "Oh, here it is." And we turned in and pulled into the number one spot, paid our $7.50, put it in the envelope, blew up our air mattress. Well, it blows up itself, and crawled into bed. Now here we are the next morning. He decided that we were in too much of a valley, and he wanted to go to a place that he had also seen on Google Earth. And he thought that was it, but it wasn't. So we kept going, and we're just about to find the place because we parked right across from that meadow across the river. And so this video is taken from our parked car, looking across the two-lane road to the most gorgeous spot in this river. It was just beautiful. So here you see our car and my husband setting up our camera, getting ready to film the actual eclipse. There was a sign across the street that said it was a historical site. So I love history. And so I walked down the road and found out about splash dams. Didn't even know there was such a thing as splash dams. And here's my husband putting soot onto the camera lens so that my big camera can videotape the eclipse while it's happening. And my husband literally thought of everything. He even thought of wrapping the chicken legs in tinfoil. I really appreciated that. I'm going to switch now to my voice as I recorded the images.
Okay, it's 11:16, and it's more than 3/4 total.
Probably 80%.
Yeah, 80%. So it is getting dimmer and cooler. How many minutes to totality?
6.
Ooh, what is that bird? What is that bird? It's an eagle.
Oh, I guess I can't see. Yeah, everything's here.
Like if you were like a lot further away from the sun, maybe this is
Okay, and how many minutes to totality?
6.
6?
Yeah.
6 minutes to totality. 5. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera on and keep it rolling because it's almost total. The vision I'm seeing in my iPhone looks brighter than it does in reality. It's starting to get very dim.
Look over there.
I'm trying to see the people around here are saying that they're seeing stars. I don't see any. Oh, teeny tiny bit of sun left looking through my glasses. And it's almost totally gone. Whoa! Whoa! That's amazing.
It's like pitch black out here. Oh my god, yeah! Holy crap, yeah! Yeah, look at it.
That is so cool.
Oh my gosh, it's like totally black.
Okay, I'm gonna quit doing this now because it's scaring me that it might be hurting my lens on my iPhone.
Now I'm switching to the images on my Canon, and really that little thumbnail, and my camera is really having a hard time trying to focus, but that little thumbnail of light in the sort of lower left-hand corner is the sun. Now it's total. The eclipse is total. The first few seconds of it, and the light around it is the corona. Is right now. It is very and you could see the flare-ups. It was really amazing. We could see one planet. I have speeded it up right now. It's going 800 times percentage faster than normal. But I wanted you to experience it. And then all of a sudden, now this is in real time, all of a sudden a little flash of light came out, and it was the sun, and I had to move the camera away to keep from burning the lens, because we took off the sooty lens when the eclipse was total. And this is how bright it is with just a sliver of sun. That's why these people are still looking up with their glasses on, and what they're seeing is that the sun is mostly obscured by the moon. But the sun is so powerful that even with just a sliver of it showing through, we get this much light. So this is just a few moments afterwards. And really, as soon as it started getting done, we were out of there. We packed up and hit the road to come back home. So this is our road home, and we really didn't run into much traffic except for a few spots. And both of those were because of road work being done. We were so fortunate because of the route that my husband had planned for us to take to the path of totality. We had this experience. It was just amazing. And the tie-ups weren't for more than like 30 minutes, and then we were back to 80 miles an hour. And Idaho is beautiful. It's very, very pretty. I wanted to show you some of the beautiful scenery on the way home. This river had many, many different faces. Some of it was white water rapids. Some of it was almost as calm as a large pond or lake. But we were finally on our way home. We did run into some traffic like this, but it didn't last long. This was a very unusual rock formation that we saw that I thought was amazing. So here we are on the straight roads of Nevada again, on our way home. The whole trip was 11 hours up there, 9 hours there, 12 hours back home. We arrived home at midnight to our sweet little abode. Thank you so much for coming with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back. Bye-bye.